Oh, just before you throw those away.
How do you make money for nothing?
Can I have it?
You can have it, yeah.
The answer could be hiding in the 30 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Now this is one seriously unusual tip find.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate user, maker and buyer of old stuff, and I've turned my passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff, and I sell it for profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
These were going to be thrown away. Seriously.
I love it, love it, love it.
she can transform her finds into desirable,
It looks brand new.
valuable,
You are joking.
and hopefully saleable items.
That is a triumph!
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That is amazing.
Welcome to the West Midlands. Sarah's at the Walsall Recycling Centre. She's on the hunt for a hunk of junk that can be transformed into a chunk of change.
I love turning a profit where others see trash. Making old stuff that's drab into desirable and fab is just so satisfying.
Sarah's been given special permission by the recycling centre to rummage about today.
Come on, Walsall, let's see what you've got.
She's on the lookout for 3 items she can bring back to life and sell on for a profit. Sarah is casting admiring glances at the junk in Keith's trunk.
Are you chucking the chair? You are, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can't. You've got to let me have it.
Have it if you want.
Keith's clearing out the flat he rented to a loyal lodger who has now moved on to a nursing home.
She was 90 how old?
It's 91.
91, lovely, and
last
local.
October, and she'd been my tenant for 22 years.
Fantastic. So you don't think she'd mind us having her
No,
own
not
chair?
at all. No.
Can I have a sit?
Yeah.
Is it comfy?
I've no idea. I've never sat in it.
It's great. It's lovely. And do you think I'll be able to do anything with it or make any money out of it?
Yeah.
How much do you reckon?
Fiver.
£5. £5. I'm definitely going to make you £5.
Right down.
Thanks ever so much.
Okay then.
If anyone can scrape a profit from this chair, it's Sarah. But not if she scrapes Keith's car with it first. Ooh, careful.
The design of the chair is good, isn't it? You know, to make one of those now would cost a lot of money. Definitely.
Check this out. It's retro, it's ruined, but it looks like it's got so much potential. And I think it's going to look $1 million and hopefully make a pretty penny too. The best bit is the transformation is going to be da, da, da. It's going to be amazing.
Sarah says retro. I say, oh no. Let's find out who she's picked to help make this seat saleable. Welcome to Anthony Devine's world. Anthony's unique and quirky upholstery has earned him the reputation as one of the most imaginative craftspeople around. Anthony can upholster almost anything, but he does love a good chair.
Some chairs you just know that this is the one, and you just know you're onto a winner. You can look beyond the kind of the dirt and the holes and the grime, and you think, yes, we've got a gem here. And then it's a matter of teaming it up with the right fabric. And then from ugly ducklings are beautiful swans.
He may be hoping for a beautiful swan, but this one might be a lame duck. One item down, 2 to go, and Sarah's loving every second.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Bringing new life to cast-aside odds and ends is Sarah's passion, but she also loves selling it on for a tidy sum. Can she surprise Brian by turning his clutter into cash?
Oh no, I like the look of your rubbish. What's that? What's that before you throw it away?
It was
Oil.
an oil tin, but
Oh, it's all solid in there, is it?
Retired engineer Brian's getting rid of all the old bits and bobs from his garage.
Oh, I quite like that. Okay, and then what are these bits? Are they... I love these.
Oh, I love them too. But what is it? A heater? A light? I think it's a heater.
It's these bits I'm wondering if I could do anything. These and that. These don't go together, do they?
Ah, rusty metal shelving. That's more like it.
I think I quite like to take these bits and these bits and see if there's anything I can do with them.
On top of the rusty shelves, Sarah's also nabbed some rusty metal poles.
So I think we might leave the other bits, but just take this lovely rusty little bundle here and see if I can do something with that. And I'll help you put the rest in the recycling.
Oh, hold on. How can you chuck the thingy-me-bob? We love that. Oof, mind me lug holes. So, Brian, do you have any ideas what Sarah's going to do with all that?
well, throw in the scrapping.
Well, ask a stupid question.
They all think I'm bonkers. And they're probably right.
What do you mean, probably? Let's find out who Sarah's lined up to rejuvenate this rusty old rubbish. Artist blacksmith Beck Simon is an expert in manipulating metal into high-end furniture and bespoke metalwork commissions.
Blacksmithing as a craft, you know, it hasn't really changed over the hundreds and hundreds of years it's been around. We still use fire as a tool. We've got an anvil and a hammer. There's something very sort of medieval about it.
Together with husband Dave, this formidable team has the skill and imagination to create something special from any old iron.
My passion for the craft is trying to use it in a very contemporary way, still keep it alive and involve it as much as I can with any job that we do.
Yeah, you're a passionate woman for sure, Bex, but I'd like to see you get excited about this pile of junk. Back at the dump, Sarah's now searching for an item she can transform from people's cast-offs. Sometimes it can be hard to say goodbye to sentimental items, and sometimes not.
What are you throwing out then?
It was a picture of my partner's first wife.
Which skip would you like, that one? In the rubbish? Smashing.
Oh, how lovely was that?
Oh, a day at the dump can be so therapeutic. But back to business, and Sarah thinks she's spied something good underneath John's bush.
You've got your work cut out. I'll come back in a moment when you've got rid of your greenery.
Are you sure you see something under there, Sarah? Ah, old curtains lining the bottom of his boot, of course.
Wow. Do you know what that is?
No,
That's vintage Sanderson fabric.
I can understand it.
Okay,
From a very, very expensive house.
is it?
Yes.
Somewhere where you live?
Somewhere that I bought.
Really? Have you got any more of them?
Founded in 1860, Sanderson is an internationally renowned brand of quintessentially English fabrics.
They're a slightly different look. I can't tell if they're...
That's it, Sarah. Give them a good sniff. For those of you not watching in Aroma Vision, they're a bit stinky.
They don't make them like this anymore, do they? I think that this is what I'm looking for. The floral stuff is definitely appealing. Thank you so much.
This could be a real rags to riches story for John. What does he think Sarah can conjure up with these cast-off curtains?
Make some curtains, I don't know.
Oh, John, it's curtains for you, mate.
Definitely worth rescuing. Probably 1950s stuff. And I know this is a personal passion. I love old floral fabrics, but there are lots of other people who like it too.
Sarah's excited.
You can tell when I like something, can't you? I want to take it home. In fact, I probably want to wear it. What do you think? Wedding dress?
Oh, it was love at first sight. dump site, that is. Sarah has salvaged her 3 items. Anthony will transform the chair from well-worn to wonderful. Bex will get to grips with the heavy metal, and Sarah will bring back flower power with the curtains.
Today has been terrific. Now just a small matter of turning tip trash into treasured possessions. No pressure then.
For Sarah's first stop, she's travelled north to Manchester to unload the old brown chair on furniture restorer Anthony Devine. When Sarah and Anthony have worked together in the past, well, let's just say they haven't always seen eye to eye. But this time I want no fighting, OK, children? Or there'll be no upholstery for anyone, all right?
So anybody who knows me knows that I like to be kind of in control of what I do. What I'm not particularly comfortable with is when people turn up and they already have what they want to do cemented in their kind of the mind. So when Sarah turns up, it's always a little bit tricky that she has one idea and I have the other, and somehow we've got to kind of merge them together. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one today.
Devine, are you in there?
I've got a bad feeling about this one already. Right, Sarah, if you just keep your opinions to yourself, don't be too pushy, you'll get on just fine.
I have had a few ideas about it.
Oh, here we go.
I actually love the wood and the fabric together, so I think it would be good to enhance this.
We've got to get this kind of colour off and
Yeah.
put a rich colour and show that actual wood. So we'll do something with the wood, and then that'll really work nice with the fabric.
Okay, so I thought
Oh no, she's had it again.
maybe kind of grass green coloured.
Spring green or summer green, are we talking?
Oh, I think that kind of moss you find under a bush.
Summer pasture.
Yeah. Do you think that? Do you think that would work?
Hurrah, a miracle, they've agreed.
And maybe some flowers in the pasture. You know, something bright as the
You
button.
had me to that point. I don't look too far down the line in trying to pinpoint everything out of what we're going to do, because I think things will take its kind of natural form, and then from there it'll almost be obvious of what we do. I'm thinking of the nightmares that went before. Let's just keep it simple. Just keep it simple.
So heaps of potential.
I'm going to do the professional. It's going to cost you.
So how much then? I'm just not hearing the money.
We're probably around the 475 mark.
Okay, if you do it for 450.
Oh, she's giving him the look. Don't be afraid of her, Anthony. Stay strong.
I'm going to leave before you change your mind.
Thank you very much.
Works every time.
Well, after a slightly tense negotiation, I think we've got where we need to be with that chair. It's going to look amazing. Grass green, brilliant.
With the chair coming in at £450, the plan is simple, grassy and mossy. But is Sarah going to like it when Anthony inevitably does whatever he's going to do to it? From the north down to the south and the tranquil Surrey countryside, Sarah's brought along the rusty shelves to husband and wife, Bex and Dave.
Health and safety, dear. Right, those can go on there.
Let's hope they can make something marvellous from them, although they look more at home in the garden.
Sarah does seem to find the most unusual things, but I do actually like that because she has some really good ideas, and together with her ideas and us sort of fiddling around in a workshop, we do manage to make some all right things.
And if the shelves weren't enough, some rusty bars complete the set. Lucky them.
Bex, Dave. Hello. No, I was just saying that I don't get embarrassed when I bring you piles of rusty stuff, and then I walk in here and I feel really embarrassed.
Oh,
come and see my rusty stuff.
We got, oh look, shelves.
This is high-end interiors cabinet. It just looks like shelves at the moment. I thought what we could do is make a frame out of that and some sort of finishing out of this to make a lovely cabinet. Oh dear, I'm not sure I like that.
Don't get all excited at once.
Why don't you draw down?
So we can...
I've got a feeling they're not totally convinced.
Is this where Dave normally stands?
Well, they don't call him buns of steel for nothing, you know.
Maybe the front of the cabinet could be made up of a couple of the panels, and maybe just one panel deep, and then lovely legs, Bex's lovely legs. So how does that sound? Is that, you know, can you imagine that?
I can see it.
Yeah.
I think just for finishing, I think, you know, if we're painting over that, it's going to look like a really nice paint job on a battered piece of furniture.
What do you use to clean them up? What will you go for?
Well, we're just going to give it a quick wild brush and see if we put some...
I love this. Right, girls with power tools. Here we go, Bex. We can do this.
Bex is giving the metal a quick test rub with the metal sander to see if anything still shines beneath all that rust.
I love that.
Really?
If this comes out to be this beautiful cabinet, realistically, what kind of price do you think it's going to take to get this with that high-end luxury feeling to it?
If we could stretch it to, say, 700-800,
Okay,
which would be
I'll go 750.
750, yeah.
Fab.
It's a done deal. Everybody happy? Dave, what's that worried face for?
My concerns are, it looks like a bunch of workshop shelves that welded together in a kind of, and it's rattly, flimsy and
Yeah,
just...
but we'll make it look good. Jazzy shelves.
It's a fairly steep £750 to transform the shelves. I tell you, they're going to have to turn out pretty jazzy for someone to pay more than that for them. With our makers put to work, it's now over to Sussex and time for Sarah to put her own skills to the test. The old curtains are fresh from the wash and ready to be transformed into something. I don't think she knows yet.
I am so excited about these. As you might be able to see, they're a bit right at home with my little collection of fabrics, but I'm going to make something out of them and hopefully make some money.
What Sarah decides to make depends on how much usable fabric she has, and oh, that doesn't look great.
Some of it is in really bad condition. It's such a shame, so I can't use all of it. So the best thing I think is to try and reclaim the fabric back into panels and then see exactly what kind of projects I'm going to be able to do. So I'm just going to try and unpick along the seams. You can do it using a little unpicking implement that you can get, or you can snip and you can rip.
Snip and rip. Well, I can see the snip, but what about the... Oh, there it is. She wasn't joking. With the curtains ripped to bits, Sarah starts to remove the heading tape. That's the bit the hooks go on.
I want to get as much fabric out of this as possible, because even a 6-inch square might make a lavender bag or a collar or something pretty. And as this fabric's getting rarer and rarer, you want to make the most of it if you get hold of it.
Modern upholsterers are desperate for well-preserved vintage curtains to use in high-end interiors. They also work just as well to line the boot of your car.
There's a lot of interest in it. This is commercial, and because it's original, it's the holy grail to find something like this. So making cushions out of this, I think I've got a real chance of making a profit.
Cushions, that'll do.
Now for backing fabric, I'm going to have a look in my little store. I've got velvet. I bought these both panels for £3 at a car boot sale a couple of weeks ago. Beautiful cotton velvet. So that's one possibility. If not, maybe something plain.
Sarah's using scrap materials for the backs to maximise the number of cushions she is able to make. She's starting by cutting a template to fit a roughly 18-inch cushion.
The simplest way to make a cushion is just to make one which has an envelope back, which basically means you have 2 layers of fabric over the back that overlap, and that way you don't have to do zips or buttons.
The next step is to sew the front and back panels together. And after it gets stuffed, it's done. Well, one of them.
That's come a very long way from being used as a rag to protect the boot of somebody's car.
Sarah already had the cushion fillers, so has spent just £10 on the backing fabric. But how many cushions will she be able to rustle up? The more she completes, the more profit she can make. As Sarah cracks on, it's time to head to Manchester, where upholsterer Anthony is working some magic on the old drab chair, we hope. Ta-da! Nope, still old and drab.
Take the back off.
Anthony is used to working with old furniture, but it's getting harder and harder to come by.
I mean, you like to see your Park and Knowles, your Urquharts and stuff like that. I mean, 10 years ago we were chucking them out for fun, and now, well, now we're taking them out to skips.
And just as well, Anthony starts by removing the 1950s fabric. He wants to completely strip the chair to its bare bones. But it takes a lot of elbow grease to get out all those original tacks. That's it, Anthony. Hit it.
All I can hear in the back of my head is, you know, the guy doing the voiceover. It's it, Anthony, it's it.
Oi, this is weird. Better watch what I say. With the material removed, Anthony is enlisting his helper Marianne to help sand back the exposed wood. Anthony is applying a clear protective wax first, and then a darker wax on top to bring out the natural grain.
This chair's probably 60 years old. No replacements needed. No arms, no hips, no knees. There's probably not that many. I better not say that 60-year-olds are as strong as this. My mum and dad are over 60 and they're pretty strong. Well, they could do with a bit of re-waxing, that's for sure.
Oi, watch it, sunshine. To pad the back of the chair, they're using a base of green layered felt and then an extra layer of cotton padding that Anthony is stapling in place with a pneumatic stapler.
So we're ready now for the calico. We've got our kind of comfort layer here and we're ready to go with this. So this is we call it the FR, which stands for fire retardant. Ironically, the only thing that does catch fire on a chair that has been treated with fire retardancy is the fire label itself.
Is there not something else that'll catch fire?
Pardon?
Wood?
Yeah, and the wood will burn too.
Anthony has listened to Sarah's ideas and has picked a grassy, mossy wool for the bulk of the chair. It looks more like he's recovering a snooker table. He's even got the chalk.
Right. Sarah chose the green because I believe this is the on-trend colour for 2016.
Really? So snooker's the big thing this year, is it?
Could potentially be like that.
Something seems a bit fishy here. Anthony's playing this awfully safe. But just watch, he'll be waiting for us to go and then the real transformation will begin. So, from Manchester to Surrey and time to check in on Bex and Dave and those rusty shelves. Bex is drawing out the blueprint for the new cabinet.
That's another door. So you've got two of the shelves.
But I think Dave has spotted a small flaw in Bex's plan.
You've got 5 doors.
It's just testing to see if you're awake.
Well, that's an encouraging start then. Dave's first job is to weld together a steel frame that will form the body of the cabinet before the shelves are attached. Dave was having a little trouble picturing this as a high-end interiors piece, so Bex has been coming up with ideas to bling it up a bit.
And we could either paint the inside, you know, like gold or something like... Or not.
I think it's back to the drawing board. As Dave assembles the base, Bex starts to make the legs out of the steel bars Sarah salvaged along with the shelves. Bex is cutting them to size with an electric saw.
Positive thinking, positive thinking.
But
Houston, we have a problem. Look.
one of the legs has ended up a little shorter than the others.
You'll have to cut them again.
Okay.
With time getting on, workhorse Dave helps cut the legs down to size, while Bex still has the tough job of trying to design the cabinet. And she's just had an idea that might just make it saleable.
This is a hammered aluminium look. So we want that thing when you open it up, you're like, oh my goodness, I so wasn't expecting that.
The outside's going to look a bit like that,
Yeah.
maybe with a bit of paint.
Yeah.
And then the inside is going to be completely and utterly different.
To achieve a hammered aluminium finish requires the very technical process of first taking some aluminium and then bashing it with a hammer. This will create a lovely dimpled effect that Bex and Dave are hoping will draw the eye away from the rusty metal. But back up the other end, Dave doesn't look happy again.
I can't remember from the discussion with Sarah what she wanted.
Fear not, Dave, you've done exactly what Sarah wanted. This one's putting them into a spin.
It's probably too thin to be one deep, isn't it?
I think if it was twice the depth, it would look just too bulky.
I think you might be right there, Dave, and you two need to crack on. To be honest, I'd say the bigger problem is that at the moment it's a million miles away from anything anyone would pay over £750 for. With her makers still having a fair bit to do, it's back to Sussex to see how many cushions Sarah's managed to salvage out of the old curtains.
You want to make nice, neat corners, so you can either trim them off or just tuck them in like that.
And with a few finishing touches,
You want a lovely crispy edge to them.
she's done. Before, the old curtains were destined to live out their life in the back of a boot. But now, they're plump, pillowy and pouring with charm. Sarah managed, wait for it, 7 cushions. Along with 2 in pastel-y pink, she made 5 in rich green velvet. She had to get a bit of outside help to sew because the velvet is quite a tricky material to work with. But they now look like they could be worth a bob or two.
I am so pleased with how these have turned out. I'm a big floral fan, so for me, these are right up my street, but I know there are heaps of people out there who really like this kind of thing. So selling these should be a walk in the park.
Before Sarah first laid eyes on the fabric,
You've got your work cut out.
she had to rustle through John's bush,
Wow,
only to find it lining his boot.
that's vintage Sanderson fabric.
John had an inkling it might be worth a bit,
From a very, very expensive house.
but was happy for Sarah to take the old curtains and turn them into...
Make some curtains, I don't know.
Luckily, Sarah had a bit more imagination than John. Sarah hosted a craft fair at the barn and put the cushions up for sale.
They've got beautiful vintage velvet on the front.
And in no time at all,
Thank you very much indeed, I shall.
one was snapped up.
Yay, 1 cushion sold, 6 more to go. I think they're beautiful, they should sell, shouldn't they?
Well, they should, but did they? Now Sarah's travelled to Sutton Coalfield to hand John the spoils of 1 cushion, 7 cushions, somewhere in between.
Hi, John.
Sarah,
Nice to see you again.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, I'm very well. So when I saw you, you had got some material and a lot of bushes on top of it. Talk me through
Yes.
what was going on there.
Yeah, I cut some bushes down and I didn't want to wreck the car, so I'd lined the car with an old pair of curtains.
Now, I might have read you wrong, but from the fact that you're using them as a dust sheet, I'm thinking that big flowery curtains weren't your cup of tea.
Not necessarily, no. They'd come from an old house in Walsall.
Did you think after I left what we might do with them?
Other than more curtains or cushion covers or something like that, but I don't really more
It
than
was cushion covers, and it was a project that I worked on myself. So that's your fabric, and this is how they ended up.
that. Didn't they clean up well?
They did, and so I made some cushions out of them.
Wow, just from that one curtain.
Yep.
Now that's amazing.
I made 7 cushions, and they all sold.
Oh, wonderful.
So good news is
there's a little bit of profit here for you. There is, in fact, £189 there for your cushion.
Wow, that's amazing. 180, I thought you might say 20 or 30 pounds, not 189 pounds.
What sort of thing do you think you might do with the money?
My mother-in-law suffers from dementia.
OK, I'm sorry to hear that.
So something for an Alzheimer's charity would be very, very good. So that's brilliant, and the whole lot would go to that, so it would do a lot of good.
I'm so glad that's going to a great cause.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, take care.
Cheerio,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Sarah spent £40 making the cushions, which includes the help she got with the sewing. With one selling at her barn and the rest on social media, adding up to a total of £229, John has £189 to donate to an Alzheimer's charity. That's one successful transformation. Now it's time to head to Manchester to see what Anthony's made of the old 50s chair. In the past, Sarah's asked Anthony for nice, simple upholstery jobs, and he's chosen this kind of fabric. And who could forget this one? Oof, mind you, Anthony's stuff always sells, but sometimes it's not what Sarah asked for.
I'm here hoping that Anthony has taken that brown, tired old chair and turned it into something fabulous. It has great bone structure, so it could look good. But knowing Anthony, he could have done anything to it.
When Sarah dropped it off, it was old, brown and a bit down. But now, brace yourselves. Wow, it's just lovely. Anthony's produced a simple, elegant, beautifully refitted piece of furniture. The apparently on-trend green wool is complemented by lighter green side panels that bring out the natural colour of the wood. All in all, I think I want to buy it.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Behold.
Is that the same chair? I don't recognise it. It's completely different. What have you done to it?
This is just a good, solid piece of furniture. We could have been all a bit crazy with it. I just think it is what it is, and I think it's just a very nice chair.
But as it stands, there's something here that can be sold to everybody.
Oh, I know. I mean, I would love this in my house. I mean, I absolutely love the chair. Yeah.
It's a bit too safe for you.
Well,
Boring.
no, I don't think it's any of those. I don't think it's any of those things. It's like just having a friend that's like, do you want to go to the pub? And he's always the one who goes to the pub. He's never going to like throw anything out there and like be crazy. He's just like, I'll get you fine.
Yeah, but do you know something? Everybody needs a friend like that.
Are they still talking about the chair?
I'm going to call him Brian.
Brian, I love Brian's dependable. He'll get me out of trouble. Sees you right at the end of the night. I'll take Brian. Wrap him up for me. I'll send the couriers.
He's all yours.
I've got no idea what they're going on about, but I think Sarah's happy.
I really didn't recognise that chair as the depressing brown thing that I dropped off. It's now a dapper little chap that's going to turn a profit.
It's you and me, Brian. It's just you and me.
Don't leave him hanging, Brian. Ah, BFFs. But sadly, Brian has to be sold, and coming in on budget of £450, Sarah will have to slap on a high price tag to make a good profit. Well, before Brian was Brian, it was just Keith's old chair.
You've got to let me have it.
Have it if you want.
Lovingly cared for by his lodger for decades,
91.
91.
She's been my tenant for 22 years.
Keith knew it was a quality
You know,
piece,
to make one of those now would cost a lot of money.
but was sceptical of any cash value.
How much do you reckon?
Fiver.
Fiver. Fiver.
The challenge was on to make Keith more than a fiver. Sarah invited round Nick from Smithers of Stamford to see if he fancied it for his online shop.
So do you think it would ship out of your website?
Yeah, or I can ship it to the States.
Really? Are they liking this kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. In America, yeah.
Confident it would find a new home abroad, Nick bought it.
Yeah? That's great news.
Sarah's travelled to Aldridge in the West Midlands to show Keith what was done to his chair and hopefully hand over more than a fiver.
Keith,
Oh, hello, Sarah.
How do you do?
How are you?
Nice to see you again. I said at the tip that it would be great to catch up with you again.
Yes.
To talk to you about your old chair. Am I right in thinking it wasn't actually from your house, was it?
No, it wasn't. No. It was, it's a house which I'd rented out. And the old lady left and just left everything to go up the tip. I think at the time I said probably a £5.
Yeah.
I remember.
Really, a £5? Well, let me show you what
yeah.
we managed to do to it. When it was restored, it actually ended up looking like that.
Wow. Oh, it's amazing, really.
It looks completely different, doesn't it? Investing in updating a chair like that is not a small thing. So it actually cost us £450.
What?
To make it look like that. So that's probably why lots of people, when they have chairs like that, they just end up taking them to the tip, because if you go to somebody and you say you want it completely redone,
yes,
that's what it kind of costs. But I managed to sell it and I've got some profit to share with you.
Yeah.
You said a £5, did you?
That's
before?
right.
Well, I've actually got I've got £100 there for you and a little treat for your old chair.
Wow. Thank you.
You
I'm amazed now. No.
Any thoughts about what you might do with £100?
A few meals out, I should imagine.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you very much, Keith. Take care.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Anthony's labour and materials came in on budget of £450, and with a sale of £550, Keith's walking away £100 richer. Told you we could make you more than a £5. And so to Surrey, and it's the moment of truth for Bex and Dave. Sarah's arrived to see what's been done with that metal cabinet. When we left them, they were struggling to add a bit of glamour to the rusty shelves. But from the looks on their cheeky faces, I think they've been busy.
We just really went to town on this one because it's so big. It needed something more, didn't it? And so, yeah, the inside is quite exciting.
Yeah, I think we can be proud of this one.
Look at that cheeky face. Right, let's find out what you've been up to. Before, it was just a bunch of rusty bits and bobs. But now... it's a cool and colourful, funky drinks cabinet. The Art Deco geometric design on the front really adds a bit of pizzazz to the cabinet doors. But wait till you see what's inside. Bex and Dave ditched a hammered aluminium look and instead lined the inside with a tufted metal effect. For a real bit of bling, they've added a suspended glass shelf and mirrored bottom. It's certainly got the wow factor, but what will Sarah think?
I feel a group hug coming on.
Oh, they're cuddling. That must be a good sign. Come on, spit it out.
Is that what you wanted?
It's stunning, isn't it? It's lovely. It is so cool.
It is quite a wow piece, isn't it?
It's completely wow. And what's inside? Is it all rusty and?
Here we go.
Okay, so lovely. Holy moly! Look at that.
It's a James Bond drinks cabinet.
Is that the? That's the light. So when you open it, it takes them all overwhelmed. Guys, it's a triumph. It's stunning. I'm completely and utterly blown away. Can we shut it up again?
Bex and Dave have really outdone themselves with this one. But what with the mirror and glass shelf,
Oh wow!
have they come in on budget?
So £750 was left on the table. Tell me you've made that for that.
Well, it's not something that we'll build again for £750, but you know we're going to stick to that. And we had a bit of extra cost on the glass and the mirror, so that was another £60. So if we call it 810,
810.
do you a deal?
Do me a deal. You're not doing me a deal. You've done me proud. That is exceptional.
Hey, what about one for the big man?
And you, Dave, obviously. Dave, well done, well done. It's beautiful.
Oh, so we're all cuddling. How nice.
what a glorious cocktail cabinet they've created. I can't believe their imagination and their creativity. But there's one thing that's upsetting me. I can't keep that. So I'm going to go and find it an excellent new home.
I think Sarah really did love that. She said she had like jaw ache from smiling so much. So I think it was a good result.
Oh no, I like the look of your rubbish.
When Sarah pounced on Brian back at the dump, she had to wade through a load of bits and bobs from his garage.
Oh, I quite like that.
Before she discovered the metal shelving and rusty poles.
I think I quite like to take these bits and see if there's anything I can do with them.
What was she going to do with them? Well, Brian certainly couldn't imagine.
Well, throw in the scrappy.
Luckily, Bex and Dave had a few ideas and created a super jazzy, shiny cocktail cabinet. Sarah's travelled to Aldridge near Walsall to update Brian on what became of the bits and bobs from his garage.
Hi there. Hi Brian, how are you? Oh, hello. Hello there.
Not too bad, thank you.
And sorry, we haven't met before. Sarah.
Yeah, Jean.
Jean. Oh, lovely. Come on out, both of you. Was it here, the garage, where all those shelves came from?
That's correct, yeah.
I bet you're pleased to see the back of those, aren't you?
Definitely, definitely.
What did you think we might do with them? Any ideas?
I haven't got a clue.
I really could not imagine what it would turn out as.
I took them to Bex and Dave, who are the most fantastic blacksmiths. Would you like to see what they did with it?
Yeah, why not?
It's quite a transformation. Your shelves were turned into an enormous cocktail cabinet.
Oh my God.
Good grief.
What do you think?
I would never have believed that you could have done something like that.
I haven't had a chance to sell it yet.
No.
So I'd love to be saying I'm handing over money now, but it has only just reached the market. And as soon as I've sold it, I will be back in touch and I will be hopefully bearing good news and some money. But at the moment, it's just gotten up for sale.
Well, you know, as regards to the money, that's not the object. I mean, as long as you've made something useful for somebody else to use, that's the main thing.
Well, that's a lovely sentiment, and it is genuinely a great piece.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Excellent. Lovely to meet you, and nice to see you again. Thank you ever so much.
Sarah, safe journey.
I will.
Bex and Dave's labour plus all the jazzy extras came in at £810. The cabinet hasn't found a new home quite yet, which means there's a potential loss of £810. But we all have high hopes that it won't be long before Sarah can share some profit with Brian and Jean. So Sarah's managed to make amazing things from all 3 items saved from the dump. The old brown chair transformed into gorgeous green. The rusty shelves became a stylish drinks cabinet. And the old curtains found a new home as 7 luxurious cushions.
So that's 3 more things saved that were destined for the dump. And along the way, we met some fantastic people, had lots of fun, made great items and turned a decent profit too.